Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. You know my mama's in here. Say hey.
Hey.
And you know my trusty co-executive producers in the house. Say hey.
What's up?
Y'all, we gonna jump right into this.
Chilli, even though people look at her like she's sexy, she's silly. She be acting stupid.
Yeah, break it down.
They say she's cool, but I see Tiana sometimes trying to get a little bit sexy, trying to put on some girl clothes sometimes and stuff. And me, they say I'm crazy, but I'm cool as hell. So I was like, we all crazy, sexy.
I mean, so
cool.
why you get the cool as hell?
See, I didn't know if it's just cool, crazy, sexy, or crazy.
Just trying to throw on some
so
girl
I just
clothes.
played with it and came up with crazy, sexy, cool,
yeah.
and that's how it came to be.
Y'all, Lord have mercy, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Y'all, Chilli from TLC is in trouble up down here, y'all. And the reason why she's in trouble is because she retweeted a meme of Michelle Obama saying that Michelle Obama was born a man. Yes. Now, let me tell y'all something, first of all. In order for you to retweet something like that, even though Rosanda came out and said, hey, it was a mistake. The buttons are all so close together. I don't know shit about computers. I just hit the button by mistake. Now, Rosanda. And let me just give y'all a little backstory. I actually know this girl. And she know me too, even though she try to pretend like she don't sometimes. Because, we all went to Southwest Middle School and Benjamin Elijah Mays High School together in Atlanta.
Okay.
Her and I used to battle over the bus driver. His name was Bobby, I think, or Billy, whatever. We both got on the school bus stop at the very first stop of the school bus stop. Okay? It was bus number 149. I remember it like it was yesterday. We both had this crush on the same bus driver, so she used to run and sit behind him, and I used to run to sit behind him too, and she would be like elbowing me and doing all kinds of crazy shit so I can't sit next to her, but I'd be like, bitch, you better scoot your ass over because I'm sitting here too. Middle school and high school. So now, y'all, I got to tell y'all something. She was kind of close with somebody that we both know, Conspiracy Queen. Not really close, but they had mutual friends. Because not only did we ride the school bus together, but we rode the first stop of the school bus, which means that we're all congregated there together every morning to get on the school bus. Y'all, we always knew that something was wrong with this girl. Because she got kept back, I think, in like the 11th grade.
Come on, cat.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say this. But it ties into why she makes all these TikToks with these white boys and shit, and why she's always hanging around with white people and stuff. So in high school, people used to say that her mama was a street worker and that she didn't know who her daddy was. Why you do that?
All right, too much.
So apparently she retweeted this thing about Michelle Obama saying that, I would never disrespect Michelle Obama and blah, blah, blah. But listen, girl, why is this even in your algorithm? Right?
Yeah.
Like, why is hate towards the Obamas even in your algorithm?
Right.
Because your algorithm shows you shit that you were interested in. Does it not?
Yeah.
And so whether you meant to retweet it or not, it was in your algorithm.
And
so you saw it.
And plus, what does she mean to do? Like it? Because ain't those buttons right next to each other?
Yeah. So were you supposed to either like, retweet, or comment? So did you mean to comment? And if you meant to comment, what was you going to say?
Right.
She going to tell myself, I was just scrolling and I just accidentally hit the button. Girl. Now, a lot of people online have been saying that is possible. you know. And I know certain people who, when they scroll, they do like this scroll stop type thing. So I can see that possibly happening. But if you notice that you hit the retweet button, why didn't you just be like, let me go back and unretweet this, right?
Like immediately.
Yeah, you let it fly. And that was some years ago. And she got on her little apology video. Oh, I'm so sorry. I would never say anything. Now, you know she married a white man recently. She recently married a white man. So when y'all watch this video, I want y'all to notice how her voice cracks and everything when she talks about, I voted for the Obamas twice. She's shaking when she's saying that shit. Like, she don't want somebody in her house to hear her say that she voted for the Obamas twice. Now, even though you voted for the Obamas twice, are you a triple Trumper? That's what I want to know. Is she a triple Trumper? Did she vote for Donald Trump all 3 times?
Right.
2016, 2020, and 2024. Because, girl, the tea that you cannot hide, even though you said, I made a mistake hitting the retweet button. Girl, you donated to the motherfucker's campaign. More than once. And she tried to lie and try to clean it up, talking about something. Oh, I was just supporting the veterans. I'm supporting veterans. Girl, you contributed to shit like Say Right for the Right. and Trump's literal campaign she donated to. Now, you know she's going on this tour. The T and the C of the TLC is going on a tour with En Vogue and Salt and Pepper. Now, I guess the executives from the tour made her run down there and make this quick apology because she's blowing up the tour. You have to remember, like I keep trying to tell people all the time, your political affiliation is your political affiliation. What you believe is what you believe. Who you want to donate to, you donate to them.
Right.
But here's what I want to say. If you're going to be a Republican and go against your own people, stand on business. Don't lie. Yeah, I voted for Trump. Because guess what? It's a lot of people out there that's just like you that will vote for Trump. A lot of people. You ain't the only one. Now, when this girl finally got her new little group down there at TLC, me and my mama and my sister was at Greenbrier Mall. And little bitty Rosanda decided she's going to run up to my mama because I wasn't even nowhere around. Miss Nancy, guess what? We got our group, TLC, we made it. And then I walk up a few minutes later. She's like, Aki, we got our group. I'm like, woo, girl, congratulations. Give me a hug. I had no idea TLC was going to be as big as it was worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay? But I did understand and realize that these girls don't read the fine print of nothing that's going on in their goddamn contract. So even though they was one of the biggest girl groups ever, there was also one of the brokest girl groups ever. Now, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to not Tiny. I just tried Candy. Tiny. Now, listen, Rosanda. Now, like I played in that first video, people thought you was stupid from the very beginning. Okay? Now, I heard that this girl, people be on her Instagram live talking about something. Ooh, girl, I look like you. And it'd be black girls. And she'll be telling the girls, oh, it's not chocolate, I'm caramel. In other words, separating herself from the blackness. This is somebody who went to an all-black excellence high school in Atlanta, Georgia, where the mayor's son's kids went. All of us went together. CeeLo, the list goes on and on. We all knew each other growing up. Everybody knew each other. Whether you was in the circle, out the circle, you knew who they was.
Right.
So y'all, fast forward a couple of years. This is when I knew the shade was beginning. Me and my friend, we decided we was going to sell drinks out of his trunk for Gay Pride weekend. And so he wasn't with me at the time, but I went to Target to get the red cups, to make the drinks with or whatnot. I had all the cocktail shots. I had vodka, whatever you needed. I had it. Big trunk of ice, all the cups. Had 2 different sizes of cups on top of that bitch. I was like, I'm in business. And I wasn't the only one selling drinks out the trunk of my car. It was other people too. Anyway, I go to Target, see this girl at Target, and I'm like, hey, Rosanda. And she looked at me like, I don't know you. And she was with a white girl. And I was like, you don't know me now? See, but I was so busy at the time. I was like, it's me, Aki.
Right.
And she was like, I don't know you. Yeah. And I was like, but see, I was in a hurry. So I was like, I just paid it. You know what I'm saying? I took it, I paid it, and ran off. Right then, that told me that she was a goofy. Because she's in front of somebody who's non-melanated, and all of a sudden she need to act like she don't know me. This girl grew up in an all-black neighborhood, went to all-black middle schools and high schools, got kept back, and still managed to make something out of herself. Now, I'm proud of you for that, Miss Rosanda Thomas. But you need to explain to me and all of us why you donating to Donald Trump's campaign and sitting up there and going to have a tour with En Vogue and Salt and Pepper.
Right.
Now, Salt from Salt and Pepper, you know, she problematic her damn self. She going to come up there and tell herself, girl, we standing with you, girl. We stand with you. Listen, when y'all hear this supposed apology that she did on her live on Instagram Live, it's clear to everybody that somebody was in her ass making her do this shit.
Right.
Now, y'all listen to the deflection in her voice when she comes to talk about the Obamas. Now, mind you, this girl got a white husband. But guess what? I'm not sitting up here saying that y'all can't have white husbands. I'm not saying that. Do what you want.
Right.
Y'all want to see something? I hope the video's on the right side of the screen. Y'all want to see something? Oh, see, it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me just move Rosanda them. Let me just, you know what? I gotta be creative right now. Let me just put them down here. So guess what? If you want to go wild and crazy with these buttons, turn the crawler off. That you'll be able to do that too. So let me see, y'all. Rosanda got up there again. She's another one of those Brian McKnight type motherfuckers that forget where they came from. Because they got $1 and they think they're in another tax bracket that they can be in Donald Trump's bracket of income. Girl, we know you're not in that bracket of income. Because word on the street is that y'all was broke. Now, we know when we say broke for y'all, it's not the same broke for us. Right. We know that. Yeah. So y'all don't jump in my comments and myself, oh yeah, she's a millionaire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, listen. As far as the music industry is concerned, just like Kelly Rowland said that one time, she's broke rich. So she had you know what? I was watching all these videos of Rosanda down there doing TikToks and everything with everybody. Everybody she doing TikToks with is white.
Girl. Everybody?
Huh?
Everybody?
Everybody. Y'all want to see this lackluster ass apology that she made? Y'all want to see this lackluster ass apology Rosanda made down there to her Instagram? Y'all watch this. Oh, that's not it. Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh,
hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this.
Wait, y'all know what? I want to start this over. Let me tell y'all why.
All of these buttons are very, very close to each other.
Fuck
and clearly, I was scrolling,
right now. Wait a minute,
and my thumb hit the repost button.
Let me just be 1,000. I want to start this over, and let me tell y'all why. because I need to see where I need to stop the video at of her saying the bullshit she was saying down there. I need to see that. Because she was saying some BS down here, and I don't want the public to be confused as to what's going on the video. Wait, how come I can't unlock this? Okay, here you go. Y'all, let me show y'all something. Y'all know this is a live show, okay? This is live. Like, we ain't playing down here. And guess what? We reached 5,000 subscribers, y'all. Thank y'all. And we didn't pay for subscribers either. All right, so I want y'all to watch this Rosanna Thomas apology that she made down here. Y'all watch this again.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and, you know, I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. You know, I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. You know, I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, this from me, you know, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. You know, if you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, you know, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, you know, your love and your support, and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Girl, you can't explain all this shit away. Now, you know, the internet sleuths went down there to the internet and found all the places she was donating money to. Now, girl, it says right here, it says that TLC's Rosanna Chilli Thomas says she's not MAGA. Girl, listen, stand on business. You've been caught. She's up there worried about the ticket sales. Now, I went online and I started looking at the ticket sales in different cities. Mm-hmm. The tickets are selling.
Yeah?
They are.
Okay.
Now, this is clear. That video was clearly damage control.
Yeah.
The tickets are selling. Mm-hmm. Now, was there a lot of gray areas still left? There was. But we don't know how far out these shows are actually coming. They can still sell the tickets. Now, people online saying that the T from TLC need to replace Rosanna with Keke Palmer from the movie. You know, our new meme was perfect for that right there, but I don't even have it in here yet. That's what the people are saying. Yeah. So, mommy, Do you remember years ago when Rosanda ran up to you in Greenbrier Mall telling you how happy she was that they formed their group TLC? Say it.
Yes, that was a long time ago, though.
It was a long time ago. As a matter of fact, I think it was Halloween. Because I think I had on like a Pirates uniform. You know, I didn't have on a Pirates uniform, you know, hood, you know. I had a bandana around my head and some eyeliner drawn on my face, you know, and the bag was getting some candy. But that is what happened. Y'all, it says that she says that her Donald Trump campaign donations were meant to help veterans and stop human trafficking. How you gonna stop human trafficking from a human trafficker? Isn't Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein accused of human trafficking? So if you were upset about that in any type of capacity, I know you've been hearing about these Epstein files for years, and you were actually concerned about human trafficking, don't it seem like you would give to an organization that's independent from both the Republican and Democratic side if you want to donate to human trafficking?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not give to Donald Trump's ass. It says she also says that Michelle Obama conspiracy repost wasn't accidental. Rosanda Chilli Thomas, a member of the R&B group. See, they done downgraded y'all motherfuckers in this title, in this story. Because it's supposed to say pop superstar group, not R&B group. Right. They done diminished y'all asses in this story. TLC is pushing back against claims about her political views. Again, why you pushing back? Stand on business.
Right.
We got the receipts. Now, if there was no receipts, if you just did this one thing and you never donated, you can say that and get away with it.
Right.
But baby, we got the receipts. And guess what? It's not even like you was no big donator down there. Like, I think your donations totaled $800 between like 7 or 8 donations. What was the point?
Right.
If you even giving money. Unless you really is about that life. You know what I'm saying? Because if all you got to your name is $100, right? And you give your money to Trump, that means you really fuck with him, right?
Yeah.
Don't it mean that?
Yeah.
Girl. It says she's pushing back against claims about her political views. The singer addressed the controversy after a public record showed donations tied to President Donald Trump in 2024 campaign, which she says she voted for Obama twice. If you voted for Obama twice, why the fuck would you be voting for this motherfucker? Hello? The revelation sparked criticism online and questions about her affiliations. In a statement shared on social media, Chilli denied supporting Trump on his policies. I want to be clear. I'm not MAGA and do not support any of the many policies that are causing great harm to American people. See, she didn't say our community. She said American people. And notice in the video, she never denied supporting Donald Trump. Right. She never denied that. Rosanda. What do you think about this whole Rosanda? Oh, yeah, bye again. What do you think about this whole Rosanda supporting MAGA and then not standing on business? What do you think? Like, if you're going to stand on business, I think it would have boded well for the whole tour if she would have just said, yeah, I voted for Trump. I support him. It's working for Nikki.
Yeah. Is it?
Well, I don't know. You know, she down there. I mean, they did disinvite her ass from the Met Gala and all that, but you know, I ain't never seen Chilli down there to the Met Gala and all these highfalutin places anyway. You ever seen her at anywhere highfalutin? No.
No.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, she probably should have just doubled down or just, I don't know,
not
kept
said
it a
nothing.
secret. Yeah.
If she would have not said nothing, the firestorm would have just came and went.
You're right.
But when you start piping up saying, I didn't do that, I didn't mean to do that, and then they come out with the receipts, now you look real stupid, Rosanda.
Right.
I don't even know which way I'm pointing. Wait. Now you look real stupid, Rosanda. I don't know why you did that. But like Left Eye said in the beginning of the video, everybody thinks she's stupid. So guess what? It's par for the course. Bye again. Lord. People. Y'all, why you didn't put Nick Cannon and them right behind this story? Cause it's like all the same.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
But guess what? It don't matter though. We'll get to the Strait of Hormuz, y'all. Now, Donald Trump is up there screaming and yelling, "We want the Strait of Hormuz open so that all the oil tankers can get out of there." And Iran is like, no, we closing this bitch, and this is what it's gonna be. Now, if you want your tankers and all that to get by, then guess what you got to do? You got to pay a toll tax now. $2 million for each ship to get through. And guess what? They're not even taking American money for it. They're taking the Chinese money instead to kick United States in the face.
You're right.
And Trump was out there, "Oh, I said I was going to wait till April 6th, and if they don't do what I say by then, I'm going to bomb all their oil refineries and all their places where they make electricity." And Iran said, "You, and I dare you." And Trump said, "I'm going to send troops over there, put boots on the ground." Who puts boots on the ground in 2026? In this time, in this country, when you have war, it's normally air wars.
Yeah.
You know, missiles, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Iran said to Donald Trump, "If you put these troops on the ground, we're going to burn them all up." That's what he said. That's what Iran said.
Yeah.
We're going to burn them all up. And do I believe them?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Because Donald Trump is just over here lying. About, "We're waiting to make a deal. I was talking to somebody over there in Iran." He don't even know who he was talking to. He said somebody. "I was talking to somebody in Iran, and they said they're going to open up the Strait of Hormuz." The Strait of Hormuz is closed, baby. It's closed. Unless you got $2 million. Y'all, I didn't want to trust no American sources for this story, so I went to India TV. This comes from India TV. It says, "The Strait of Hormuz toll plan cleared by Iran as war disrupts global shipping." Here's what it means. And let me tell y'all something also. You know in America how all our gas prices are going up? Guess what? We're not getting nothing from over there. This is all fake. They stealing from Americans. Because I think the United States is the #1 oil producer in the world right now. So we're pumping our own oil to give it to our own country. So why are our prices going up?
All right.
Our prices should not be going up.
Yeah, because we're
pumping our own oil and digging into our own reserves for this war shit. Y'all, this come from India TV. It says, "Tehran. Amid escalating tensions in West Asia disrupting global shipping, Iran's Parliament Security Committee has approved the Strait of Hormuz management plan, which includes measures to impose tolls on vessels passing through the strategic waterway." As reported by Iranian state media, Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting, the plan outlines provisions related to security, ship safety, environmental protection, and financial mechanisms, including the introduction of a real-based toll system for vessels passing through the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow shipping lane between Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, and that handles roughly 20% of global oil and LNG, liquefied natural gas. Now, Marco Rubio's dumbass got on the news talking about something. "We're going to get the Strait of Hormuz open one way or another." This is the same motherfucker who Donald Trump called his wife ugly during the campaign. And now you sitting down there capping for him? With his lies and disruptions? How would you feel if you would your campaign mate that ended up becoming president called your wife ugly and put up pictures of her on Instagram looking ugly, and then you're going to take a cabinet position from this motherfucker? Would you do that, or would you just not fuck with him?
I just want to fuck with him.
I'll be like, bye. But guess what? Marco Rubio was so desperate to get a position down there that he had took all that disrespect for a job. Now, mind you, out of all of Donald Trump's cabinet, I actually thought that Marco Rubio was the most qualified to be down there. But now he's showing just to be a fucking ass kisser just like the rest of them. It says, Iran explicitly bans patches for American and Israel vessels. Now, here's what the T is. Now you see this, the Strait of Hormuz right here.
Yeah.
The reason why they charging a toll is so that they can stop every ship that comes through and says, "Show me your credentials. I want to see where you coming from."
Right.
And guess what? If you have an American flag on your ship or an Israeli flag on your ship, we're not even taking or accepting your toll. You can't even come through here. It says the plan also explicitly bans passage for American and Israeli vessels, reinforces the sovereign role of Iran and its armed forces, and outlines cooperation with Oman in establishing the legal framework for the strait. Additionally, it prohibits passage for countries participating in unilateral sanctions against Iran, as reported by the IRIB. Do you know what a unilateral sanction is? Do you know what the word unilateral means? It means one-sided. In other words, the world is not in agreement with Donald Trump with this passage of Hormuz. It's only America that has a problem with it. Yeah. So he's saying if it's a unilateral decision versus United States being in contact with the EU, the European Union, or the United Nations, or the United States Congress, if this is just Donald Trump on his own saying this shit, get the F out the effing way, and we ain't letting your ass through. That's what it says. It says the approved measures come amid ongoing conflict in West Asia between Iran and U.S.-Israeli coalition. Currently in its second month, do you know what coalition means?
Yeah.
What?
Coalition, basically like a group.
A group.
Yeah.
That may not necessarily see the same values, but they come together on this one particular thing, which makes it a coalition. Like you might be over here saying, you know what? I don't agree with LGBT people. And over here you saying, well, I do agree with LGBT people. But we both agree that abortion should be legal. That's a coalition.
Right.
Y'all don't get on me on my pronunciation of these words, okay? It's late, I'm tired, I'm tipsy, and I'm ready to go home and go to bed. It says, currently in its second month and reflect Tehran's efforts to assert control over the world's most critical maritime choke points, through which a significant portion of global shipments is in transit. Global oil and gas prices have surged after Iran virtually blocked the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow shipping lane between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman that handles roughly 20% of the global oil and LNG, liquefied natural gas. Now, let me tell y'all something. Most of the customers for that 20% of people that's coming from this Strait of Hormuz, most of the customers is China, Persia, and India. Not even the United States. We get a small portion of oil from over there. Oh my goodness, y'all. It says Lloyd List Intelligence, a London-based real-time vessel tracking firm, estimates only about 105 ships have passed through the strait between February 28th and March 18th, compared with 1,900 for the same period in 2025, according to media reports. Dang. So they're saying that Iran is not playing with you motherfuckers. And Donald Trump is just over here lying. That's why I didn't use an American source for the story. Because Iran is like, listen, you done killed our leader. You done killed all these people over here. We're not finna play with y'all. It says the U.S. to retake control of the Strait of Hormuz. This comes from Scott Bessett. Before I play that, I want to play y'all what Marco Rubio had to say. Y'all listen to this.
Started as a total block on the strait.
Oh, this is not Marco Rubio. Hold on. This is what Marco Rubio had to say. Watch this.
This show.
Where's Marco Rubio video at?
It was just that video.
Oh, that was it. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, watch this.
Started as a total block on the strait, has now become more of a checkpoint. Ships must submit their cargo details, crew lists, and destinations to intermediary groups approved by the IRGC, and then they're escorted through Iran's territorial waters. And it's not free anymore. An Iranian parliamentary official said Iran is charging $2 million for each vessel to pass, and that's being paid in Chinese yuan, not USD, which will no doubt make the US furious. Donald Trump says if Iran doesn't reopen the strait fully, then he will obliterate its power plants, oil wells, and its energy export hub on Khark Island, as well as all desalination plants. Iran has demanded that it retain sovereignty over the strait as part of its terms to end the war, something akin to the Suez Canal or the Panama Canal. But in an exclusive interview with Al Jazeera, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that can never happen.
Not only is the sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz not acceptable to us, it won't be acceptable to the world. No one in the world can accept it. Number one, it sets an incredible precedent. So this means that nations can now take over international waterways and claim them as their own?
But Iran is continuing to make it clear that it retains control. Overnight, Kuwait's giant Al Salmi oil tanker was hit as it docked in Dubai, setting it on fire. The tanker was fully loaded and has raised concerns about a potential oil spill in the Gulf. U.S. and Israeli airstrikes continue to pound cities in Iran, with witnesses capturing this intense bombing raid on Isfahan, a city of more than 2 million people. It's also home to military bases and defense industries. Trump posted this clip on Truth Social, and a U.S. official told media they dropped several 2,000-pound bunker-busting bombs. Yemen's Houthis have claimed more missiles launched at Israeli targets as international anxieties heighten about the possible closure of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. And while it's not closed yet, some ships are deciding to take the long way around and avoid the Red Sea altogether. That will add about 15 extra days at sea, which only drives up the price of goods further.
Y'all, it says the U.S. to retake control of the Strait of Hormuz. This comes from Scott Bessent. It says earlier, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in an interview with Fox News that the United States was going to retake control of the Strait of Hormuz. Did you see what I just played? Did y'all see it and hear that? You know it's not happening. In which would eventually have freedom of navigation. He said that while individual deals have been cut by countries to cross the Strait of Hormuz, eventually the U.S. would regain control over it. Oh my God. Aki laugh. Oh, you know what? You is not here. Like, never mind. Eventually, the U.S. would regain control over it, either through American escorts. What you mean, American escorts of warships and shit like that? That ain't gonna work. Or a multinational escort. Excuse me. The multinational escort is not gonna happen because they done already told your ass they ain't messing with y'all. The United States, us, U.S. Not me, not co-executive producer, and not my mama. We talk about the government. Now we want y'all people over there, Iran and all y'all places over there, to know that the American people, we ain't got nothing to do with this.
Nah.
Okay? The American people, we love Iranians. Don't we?
Yeah.
We love Palestinians. We love Israeli, the people, not the government. We love the people.
Right.
But don't try to sit up here and say it's the United States, the U.S., like us doing this, because it ain't us. It says the market is well supplied. See, if the market is well supplied, then why the hell are gas prices going up? I just talked about that earlier this evening. It says the market is well supplied, and we're seeing more and more ships go through on a daily basis as individual countries cut deals with Iranian regime for the time being. Now, let me tell you something. If the United States think they're going to go over there and take over the Strait of Hormuz, then why are other countries that's passing through there paying the motherfucking toll? Because that's what they just said, right?
Yeah.
They're paying the toll.
Yeah.
So if the United States supposed to be the big bad wolf up over there, y'all listen. Oh God. Over time, the U.S. is going to retake control of the strait, and there will be freedom of navigation. Now, Marco Rubio just got up there and said that, they don't own the Strait of Hormuz. This is not an ocean. This is just a strait.
Yeah.
And over there, the entire region recognizes that Iran runs the Strait of Hormuz. Period.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't understand or recognize that, when Iran said that, listen, I'm closing this shit until y'all start paying the tax to pass up through here, guess what? If they didn't feel like Iran ran the Strait of Hormuz, guess what they would have done to Iran?
What?
Start bombing the hell out of them.
Right.
But they didn't do that. They said, yes, sir, master.
They said, I bet.
Yes, sir, master. Here's your $2 million to come through. You got to read between the lines. Oh, God. It says, meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to target Iran's civilian energy infrastructure. Listen, if you thought that you was going to take over the Strait of Hormuz, why you got to threaten the other shit? Why don't you just take over the Strait of Hormuz? Right? Yeah. If you say you got the power, if you got the power, why are you threatening other shit? It's like somebody coming to your house saying, hey, if you don't open this door, I'm going to throw something in your window. No, nigga, come to the front door and open my door since you bad.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, if you don't open the door, I'm going to go through the back of your house and pour gas in your pool. Right? Mm-hmm. If you don't open that front door, I'm going to come to the back of your house and take your dog.
You still ain't getting this hot.
Hello. If you don't open this door, if you guys don't open that door for the Strait of Hormuz, I'm going to come in there and do the biggest thing I've ever done in my whole entire life to your people and send in my troops. And Iran says, send the motherfuckers over here if you want to. Because we ain't opened up the Strait of Hormuz and you motherfuckers ain't getting up through here. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And they standing on business. Unlike Chilli from TLC.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump threatens to target Iran's civilian energy infrastructure, including power plants, oil wells, and Karg Island, if Tehran does not reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The United States is supposed to have the biggest, baddest military in the whole world, right? If we're supposed to be so big and bad, then Trump just go over there and open up the Strait of Hormuz yourself and say, I dare you. Right?
Yeah.
Child, they over here. Trump is playing checkers and Iran is playing chess. It says in a post on Truth Social. Oh, here we go. Y'all know y'all president. He can't stay off that motherfucker. Do you know that I actually signed up for True Social?
You did?
Yeah, because I wanted to see what the hell's going on over there. I was like, let me get True Social. Y'all, I got True Social on my phone, y'all. I sure do. I figured that if I'm going to be in this business, I need to see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Not just see only my side. Like, I need to see both sides. Like, what the hell's happening? It says in a post on True Social, Trump said, great progress has been made on a post on True Social. Trump said, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Wait. Great progress has been made, but for any reason the deal is not shortly reached, which is probably will be, and if the Strait of Hormuz is not immediately open for business, we will conclude our lovely stay in Iran by blowing up, completely obliterating all the electric generating plants, oil wells, and Karg Island. That sounds like an empty threat to me. It's an empty threat. Because it's like me and you having a confrontation, right? And you're gonna tell me, if you don't let me kick your ass, I'm gonna kick your brother ass. Bye, Trump. Y'all are tripping up down here. Bye, Trump. Bye, y'all. Bye. And listen, I'm not pro-Iranian on this story, so please do not come at me all sidewise and sideline and crazy. My problem with this administration is that y'all doing everything backwards. If you would have did this shit the right way from the beginning, you would have American support. But because you did not go through the United Nations, you did not go through Congress, you did not go through NATO, you didn't do anything. You stranded our citizens over there in those countries when we had that big fallout with Iran, and Iran attacked everybody over there, Qatar and all those places, Saudi Arabia and everything. You left our citizens sitting over there like sitting ducks. That's what I'm pissed off about. That's why I'm angry. And then you're running around here playing games with these people, and you're putting our troops' lives in danger with this mess. Because you want to do what you want to do. Because remember what you said the other day. You only surround yourself with people who only want to listen to you because you ain't willing to listen or learn from no damn body. Remember, you like to be around losers only. You don't want to hear from somebody who's successful because I have to hear from their success. I only want people to listen to me and my successes. That's what he said. A motherfucker who says shit like that is saying that they're not willing to learn or listen to other people who are more intelligent than him. That's why we in this bullshit that we in right now. Now I'm sick of your ass, Trump. You got our kids' lives in danger over there for no reason. Only because you don't want to follow the rules. In war, there is called rules of engagement for war.
Yeah.
First, you protect your citizens by getting approval through Congress or NATO or the United Nations. And therefore, they put out a signal around that region, hey, if you're American, get out of there.
Right.
We're sending over jets for y'all to get out the right, mommy? We're sending over planes for y'all to get out of there. Y'all get on these planes to come home because we're about to start some shit.
Right. It's a danger zone.
And we have backing from NATO or the United Nations or whatever. We don't have that right now. Mm-hmm. You just went overnight and started bombing these people out of nowhere, putting American lives in danger. When's the last time we had a foot war somewhere?
Right.
Vietnam, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It's 2026. We don't send foot soldiers nowhere no more. Bye, Trump, you dumbass. Bye. Again. Bye, Kanks. We don't know what they're going to do. My mama told me something what they're going to do. We don't know. That's part of the problem. That's what I'm talking about, us. We don't know. We are totally in the blind. We don't know what the hell's going on up there here, y'all. You know he's doing everything, y'all. Y'all, from that to this, well, we had somebody on, they logged off. I guess I was getting too radical up in here for their ass. They was like, oh, this nigga's going crazy. They logged off. Y'all, Future's child support order is shockingly low. Auto Slam! You know why it's low? Because he got so many goddamn kids. Mm-hmm. And he ain't making that much money. You know what? I'm sick of the internet and I'm sick of people on there. You know, I made a video the other day and I was talking about the fact that all of these celebrities are on TikTok now begging for dragons and all of that. Mm-hmm. And I saw Nicki Minaj on there begging for dragons and everybody jumping in the comments talking about something. You was a damn lie. You getting sued and this and everything. I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't tell lies up on this station. Mm-hmm. Okay? I was actually in the live. Mm-hmm. And I wrote her in the live. And guess what? While I was in the live, one of those stupid battle things started happening. And when the battle happens, what you got to do? Give them shit.
Right.
Y'all stop playing with me. And when y'all was saying that shit about did never happen, I went right on TikTok, put in Nicki Minaj, and there's a tons of videos of her on there getting shit. So y'all kiss my ass. Okay? Like I said on TikTok, my title says I'm here to interrupt the lies. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm here to do. Y'all, this story right here. Lord. Let me see if we gonna have a commercial break or not before we get into this, baby. Because this right here, oh my God. Oh wait. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, wait. Is this it?
As a total.
No. Okay, y'all. We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
And we're back, y'all. Guess what? Kristi Noem's husband. Mm-hmm. Y'all want to see some shit? Y'all, oh my God. Wait, hold up. Where's the other picture at? Hold on, it's two pictures. Y'all know that lady Kristi Noem who Trump just fired from Homeland Security, right? Why is Amber Rose picture right here? This is right, Kristi Noem, but you have Amber Rose first. That's Kristi Noem's husband. That's Amber Rose, which shouldn't be there. And then, where's the other picture?
Let's add it real quick.
No, I don't want to add it real quick. Y'all, Kristi Noem husband. Mm-hmm. has a secret double life, y'all. And this is not even a good picture.
It's not?
No, you can barely see what's going on. Y'all, Kristi Noem husband, I put so many pictures in there.
Let's hide it real quick.
No. Let me see. You know what? Yeah, this is Kristi Noem husband. You can't even see the picture good. Nobody can tell what's happening in the picture. No one can tell. I can't even. If I saw this picture, it just looks like a man with like a man's chest. It don't even look like nothing. Oh God, y'all know. Listen, sometimes I feel like I gotta do this show all by myself. I know I sent all these pictures and everything down here for this show. Let me see. Noem's, look, here it is. Kristi Noem. Look, Kristi. There's like all of these pictures here.
Well, let's add it.
Don't be hollering at me. This is what we needed to be seeing. And how do I download? Is that it? I can't see.
No, it's in the left corner.
Oh my God, right here?
No, the left. Right there.
Here?
Yeah.
Y'all, listen, I can't wait till y'all see this picture. Let me find out where the picture went first of all before I even start talking. Let me see where it went.
No, it should just be in downloads.
Huh?
It's in downloads.
Y'all, this is not good enough. This picture doesn't tell the true tea. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold up.
Go up. There you go.
Just don't worry about it. Look, hold up. Let me see. Oh, goodness. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Y'all, look, y'all. Kristi Noem husband. Wait, all these, it's too much going on. Okay. Y'all, Kristi Noem husband has been accused. You know, she's the old director of Homeland Security. Mm-hmm. Her husband has been accused of cross-dressing. Not only is he cross-dressing, y'all, but he have on an actual breastplate. Like they be wearing on RuPaul's Drag Race. Hold on, let me move this picture because I know you want to push the buttons. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. Why you have the most salacious story with the most confusion? Why? Y'all, Kristi Noem husband, y'all, is leading a secret double life. Now, isn't this the MAGA Christian community? Isn't these the people who yell out Christianity all the time? Isn't this them?
Yeah.
Isn't this them? Now, why y'all doing stuff like this? Look at Kristi Noem husband, y'all. He got on the breastplate, and you know what? If you look at the breast right here, before he took the picture with his little potty mouth that he has in the picture,
yeah,
you can see that he was clearly playing with the breastplate. Look. If you look at the breastplate, he was clearly doing this. He sucked on this nipple right here. Before he took the picture, he was doing this. You can see it. And he was like, ooh, y'all, look. Child. It says former Department of Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem is devastated. You think she's devastated?
Nah. She's probably used to it.
You think she's seen it before?
Yeah.
Well, you know she out there killing dogs and goats and shit. Let me see. It says former Department of Homeland. You think this is the reason why Donald Trump fired her because they wanted to get ahead of this story? Kristi Noem is devastated by salacious allegations. This is not allegations, baby. We have the receipts.
Right.
This is not allegations. This is not alleged. We see this. Okay? Her husband, Byron, lives a double life where he cross-dresses and chats online with fetish models.
He's on top. The top, baby. You on top too?
Listen, he's not a top, okay? This nigga is a bottom, okay? I'm trying to tell you that right now because guess what? These are tops was not appropriate for him. It wasn't.
Was it?
No, because he's a bottom. If he's doing all of this, part of the fantasy is being a woman.
Oh, you're right.
He's not a top. This is fantasizing being a woman.
Yeah.
He's probably, now this is allegedly, y'all, wearing panties and on different websites and stuff talking about he's ready. The door is open. He's face down, ass up, ready. And he got his titties on. And he's ready to get plunged. That's allegedly.
I'm going to walk away because I need to calm down because bitches in here is motherfucking trying me and I'm ready to pop the fuck off. Because you're going to say and call me arrogant and like you don't like...
Oh, you know what? This is so funny because this is the Christian group, y'all. This is the Christian group. Along with Mike Johnson and all his friends blowing up Grindr whenever they come to town. That's why it makes a story because they doing all this. You never hear about this from the Democrat side. You never hear about this. You know why? Because they live their lives.
Right.
And it's not a secret. The only reason why this is a story is because they claim they so Christian. Like, now these people got children, grown kids on top of that. Yeah. Could you imagine this story drops and your age and you see your daddy down there doing this kind of carrying on?
I don't know what I'll do.
Would you call him or not?
Nah.
You wouldn't call him?
Nah.
Would you show up, like if you lived in the same city, would you rush over to his house and be like, oh, what the fuck's going on, Dad?
Yeah, I would ask, be like, what's going on?
You would?
Yeah.
And would you accept whatever his explanation is? And what would you do with your mom sitting over there and apparently devastated, which I don't believe that. Right. But she's devastated. Would you go over there to console your mama?
Yeah.
Do you think this woman's actually devastated?
No.
No.
I feel like she know the whole time. And she just accepted it. Or joined in.
That could be true.
It gotta be one of those.
You think they both getting done by rockets at the same time? It says Noem is devastated. The family was blindsided by this. Now I believe that they were blindsided by this, but the devastation part, I don't think so. And they asked for privacy and prayers at the time. Now you want prayers? Now you want prayers? You didn't want prayers when you were spreading it wide and busting it open down there. You weren't asking for no prayers then. You was only saying Jesus in the moment. Yeah. It says, according to reported by the Daily Mail, you know the Daily Mail is like the white media takeout.
Yeah.
And y'all know how I feel about media takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
According to the Daily Mail, Byron Noem chatted up women from the so-called bimbofication fetish scene. So he's supposed to be being a bimbo. A dumb white blonde, a dumb white woman. Fetish scene in which adult performers augment their breasts with massive amounts of saline to achieve a Barbie-like doll appearance. Why you ain't just put this shit on your wife? It says, citing hundreds of messages purportedly sent by 3 women from the scene, Noem's husbands enthusiastically praised their heavily augmented appearances and proclaimed he coveted huge, ridiculous boobs. He coveted. That means he wanted them for himself. Not for his wife, for himself. He coveted. When you covet something, that means you want it for you, right, mommy? He coveted it. Hence the perched lips in this photo right here. You see the perched lips?
Yeah.
The duck lips. Look at my tits, y'all. According to the Mail, one photo, the Mail claims Byron Noem's shell with the woman features him wearing pink hot pants and a flesh-colored skin-tight suit. Now that's this picture right here, y'all. There's an even blow-up picture of it. You can see his crotch and everything. Y'all, I hate to say it. I looked at the picture by itself without her and her husband and stuff together. And you can play Oculaf on this. I ain't seen no print down there at all. Period. No print. That's part of the reason why he doing all this, because he ain't got nothing down there. He was probably, okay. It says his face fully visible in several of the photos. One with a completely straight visage and another making flirtatious kissy face with pursed lips. I swear, y'all MAGA Christians, y'all ain't shit. Listen, that book, it's right here. This what y'all all need. Is this it, John Fugelsang? It is. This what y'all need to be reading right here. John Fugelsang's book, The Separation of Church and Hate. It talks about this very thing. No, hate. Yeah, it says Byron, who made his fortune in the insurance industry, allegedly sent women who met online fetish communities some $25,000 via Cash App. Now that's what Kristi Noem to be pissed off about. Nigga, you send them $25,000 to motherfuckers?
Right.
And PayPal, as he admired their over-the-top bust sizes and amazing curves, the DM reported. Now, you know what? This story is kind of trying to make it sound like he's just infatuated with the boobs. You can play these at tops now, because listen. Listen.
These are tops!
The soft top, baby.
You a top too?
Listen, he just got caught on this. Somebody else needs to do a deeper dive and a bigger dig into what's really going on. Because, listen, this is just the surface. Right. You know, it's like when you're about to do something, right? Say, for instance, you're about to do something, right? Yeah. And you go to that first level. This is the first level. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. This is level 1. Because see how proud he is to show his face and everything. This is level 1. Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. This is level 1. Because after this, is now I'm about to go to the websites now, you know, where my face is not seen. And I'm showing you that my titties and everything is ready. And the door is open. I'm at the hotel Omni downtown, room 506, and I'm face down, ass up, ready for you to come and dump and go. Because what else goes with this fantasy?
Right.
You want to finish the fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure, allegedly. The next part is the wig comes on next.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's already wearing panties damn near.
Yeah.
And the next part is to be dominated like a woman. Think I'm lying. When she Googled, it says, one of the models claims she butt dialed Jason and heard a voicemail greeting saying, Noem Insurance, leave a message. When she Googled Noem Insurance, she found pictures of Byron and his DHS secretary wife, according to the Daily Mail. So this came from somebody leaked this. When she confronted him about it, he reportedly told her that he didn't care. Stand on business!
Right.
Yes! You know what? What you said is probably right, that she knows.
Right.
Or maybe she don't know, and he was like, called her bluff. And she was like, oh, really? Daily Mail, here you go. Boop. And now he got egg on his face. Child. He stood on business, though.
Yeah.
I don't care. The Post has not confirmed the details reported by the Mail. The outlet spoke to a national security expert who surmised her husband's alleged proclivities could have left the DHS secretary, who was fired last month, vulnerable and potential blackmail. Well, again, if he don't care, there's no blackmail.
Right.
He already said he don't care, which means that, like you said, his wife probably already know.
Right.
And he don't give a fuck. He's probably a Democrat.
Oh, come on, cat.
The Noems have 3 children. Daughters Cassidy, who's 31, and Kennedy, who's 29, and a son Booker, who's 23. I love those names. Why they went with 2 K's and a B? It says Cassidy and Kennedy both have children of their own, so he's a grandfather. Good child. Pop is out there.
Dang, imagine getting roasted and you the grandchild.
Thank you for giving your grandkids a hard time in school, child. Lord have mercy. Bye, Kristi Noem, and bye, Byron Noem, whatever the hell your name is. You's a nasty piece of shit dog. Lord have mercy. That is a mess.
Yeah.
That was a mess. Oh, I'm going to say this for Saturday. Mm-hmm. Y'all, it's a lot going on up down here, y'all, because we done ran out of time anyway. Mm-hmm. That was a good show. Y'all, guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for whoop, boom, the Kim K Slam. Y'all, I don't know why Kristi Noem and them is still up down here. I thought I turned them off. I ain't turned them off? Why are they still here? You know what? I'm just going to move their ass out the way. Turn the caller back on. Y'all, thank y'all for getting us to 5,000 subscribers. We really love y'all for that. Yeah. And we're actually well over it. It's like we're almost to 5,100.
Yeah, y'all done.
Y'all listened to me. Y'all did what I asked y'all to do. Listen, we could have been to 10 million subscribers by now if we would have paid for subscribers and shit like that and views. We don't do that. This is grassroots. So those of y'all who F with us, y'all F with us. We don't do no crazy stuff down here now. Right. I'm not saying we ain't gonna do it in the future. But right now, this is all grassroots. Our show has been about a year and 3 months consistently. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
A year and 3 or 4 months consistently. And I'm happy at where we are. Mm-hmm. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna start back coming?
Yeah.
Again, y'all, if y'all know how to make thumbnails and shit like that, please email us on the crawler below. Mm-hmm. goodandcrazy@gmail.com. If you want to be a moderator, please email us at goodandcrazy@gmail.com. Guess what? We'll take some people. Y'all, I know y'all saw my video I did the other night all by myself where I was like drunk and out of it and shit. And my face was shiny. The music, the lights weren't right. All kinds of mess was going on. But that video got some subscribers.
Yeah.
It did. I guess it was like, ooh, look at this hammered ass motherfucker down here. Let me see what he got to say. Y'all, guess what, y'all? It's time for boom, the Kim K Slam. Y'all, Rosanda, girl, give it up. You got caught. That's it. And you know what? I think my story was good on that tonight. The Strait of Hormuz, I think we covered that really well.
Yeah.
Did you agree?
I agree.
Future, child, just go sit down. Kristi Noem, you and your husband, baby. I can't believe we did an hour with 4 stories. Like, that is insane. Yeah. Remember we used to take 9 stories to do an hour along with 3 auto slams?
Yeah.
But you know what? I decided I was going to try to be a little bit more knowledgeable with the stories. That's why it's getting longer and better because I'm actually starting to do my research a little bit better. Y'all, guess what? It's the end of the month. We got to take down, burn down. You know what? I'll wait till we do the intro for Saturday show because it's not good to do it at the end. Y'all, Mommy, say bye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Yeah, Judah, how can people get in contact with you?
On Instagram at Judah's Photography, JUDAHS Photography. Wait.
You didn't even say it right.
My bad. On Instagram at Judah's Photography at JUDAHS _photography _.
And y'all know what I'll be doing till next time, y'all. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door. Bye.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting.